Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy. I'm Rob the commentator bot. Bring it on.
I'm Hal, Rob's co-commentator. I can't wait.
Look at Mr. Bang taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
And off goes Sunoiler, easing into the rhythm of Highlands Long. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything a Euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Sunoiler is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story. especially at a track like Highlands Long.
You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you'd think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it. Starting with that aero package, the balance between drag and downforce.
Oh, for sure, you tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
There goes Sunoiler on their first dance with Highlands Long. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
There's Mr. Bang, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The outlap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Highlands Long.
And there Smells Like We, easing out onto Highlands Long. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this outlap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Sunoiler's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
And off goes Mr. Bang, easing into the rhythm of Highlands Long. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
In these sessions, they're not just pushing the car's limits, but their own too. Testing their mettle, seeing how far they can go before the big dance.
Exactly. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Balancing aggression with precision, daring with data. It's an art and a science.
Mr. Bang is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Watch as Sunoiler takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything a Euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Smells Like We is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The outlap is like the opening chapter of a book. A Euro sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Highlands Long.
There's Sunoiler, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The outlap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Highlands Long.
Mr. Bang is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today. A Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Highlands Long.
Sunoiler is really opening up the taps now, their first flyer of the session. This is where we start to see what Ferrari 250 GTO has got under the hood.
That's right, Rob. They're shaking off the cobwebs and really starting to push. It's all about finding that sweet spot between speed and control on the circuit.
And there's Mr. Bang, easing out onto Highlands Long. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Mate, these drivers aren't just burning rubber for the fun of it. They're chasing the ghost, that perfect lap that's always just out of reach.
Absolutely. Back in my racing days, I used to call it chasing the dragon. It's that feeling when you know there's still a little more in the tank, a fraction of a second to be found.
You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
Sunoiler is on their first practice flying lap. Look at Mr. Bang taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
There goes Mike O'Hagan on their first dance with Highlands Long. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too. Making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
Watch as Puppy Dog from Hell takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything a euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Mr. Bang is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book a euro, sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Highlands Long.
Puppy Dog from Hell is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Now, here's a term some might not be familiar with: roll bar stiffness. Sounds technical, doesn't it?
It does, but in essence, it's about how the car reacts to lateral forces, especially during cornering. Adjusting the roll bar can change how the car behaves mid-corner. A softer setting can be more forgiving, but a stiffer one might give the driver a quicker response, albeit with less margin for error.
It's a bit like looking for water in the outback. These drivers are searching for that sweet rhythm, where everything just clicks.
Spot on. It's that elusive flow state. When everything syncs up, the car, the track, the driver, that's when magic happens.
There's no mucking around for Sunoiler or Euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Highlands Long. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
Puppy dog from hell's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Smells like Wii is getting to grips with the GTR in this practice session. Sunoiler is in Enrenac clad. And off goes Megasaurus 55, easing into the rhythm of Highlands Long. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Look at Eddie G taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
And there's Mike O'Hagan, easing out onto Highlands Long. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
Watch as Joe Yu takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything a Euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Maybe today Satan is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right, it's about understanding the track's personality today a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Highlands Long.
Joe Yu is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book a Euro, sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Highlands Long.
Mr. Bang has a best lap time of 4:47.751. There's Eddie G, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The outlap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Highlands Long.
Maybe today Satan's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Sunoiler is not hanging about, straight into the thick of it on this first flying lap. They're getting a real taste of the Ferrari 250 GTO's capabilities.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the limits early on. You'll see them experimenting with braking points and turn-in speeds, all while keeping an eye on those tire temps.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
There are just over 675 minutes left in this practice session. It's time to separate the contenders from the pretenders here at Highlands Long, as the drivers reverend up their engines and put their skills to the test in the qualifying session. Megasaurus 55 is on their outlap. What an impressive performance from Megasaurus 55. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors. It's an impressive showing by Puppy Dog from Hell, currently in 6th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has positioned themselves impressively in 6th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
A solid performance from Smells Like We as they currently hold position 4. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Mr. Bang has put in a great effort and currently holds second. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Puppy Dog from Hell has secured a respectable 7th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
You're absolutely right, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell's current position of 7th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Sunoiler has positioned themselves well in 5th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
I completely agree, Rob. Sunoiler has positioned themselves impressively in 5th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
And there goes Mike, currently in position 4. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
Great analysis, Rob. Mike has shown excellent pace to secure 4th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. completed their outlap. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Sunoiler has completed their outlap. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. A strong showing from Megasaurus 55 as they currently sit in 8th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. What a performance from Puppy Dog from Hell. They currently occupy 9th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot?
Absolutely, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has put in a remarkable effort to secure 9th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
A solid qualifying performance by Megasaurus 55, positioning them in 8th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Megasaurus 55's current position of 8th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Currently in 3rd, Eddie G has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
Spot-on analysis, Rob. Eddie G has positioned themselves well in 3rd. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Impressive display by Megasaurus 55, currently sitting in position 8. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves impressively in 8th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
Impressive work from Puppy Dog from Hell, who has claimed 9th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. It's an impressive showing by Smells Like Weed, currently in 2nd. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? A solid performance from Sunoiler as they currently hold position 5. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Smells like we has put in a great effort and currently holds second. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? A strong showing from Megasaurus 55 as they currently sit in 8th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
You're spot on, Rob. Megasaurus 55's current position of 8th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. Yu has positioned themselves well in 8th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. A dominant display by Mike in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out to match their speed and claim that pole position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mike has asserted their authority on the track with their commanding performance. The gap between them and the rest of the field is quite significant.
Incredible drive by Puppy Dog from Hell so far, earning them 9th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has done a fantastic job to claim 9th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Puppy Dog from Hell has completed their outlap. Currently in 4th, Eddie G has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. solid qualifying performance by Maybe Today Satan, positioning them in 8th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. What a performance from Maybe Today Satan. They currently occupy 8th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? We're racing a little closer to home today, here in Scotland. Highlands Long is our venue, and it's one these drivers love. Let's get ready to see how they perform here.
The conditions are perfect for racing today. I think we're going to see some incredible performances from the drivers on this iconic circuit.
Mike O'Hagan will lead the way from pole position.
But they can't get cocky. This is Assetto Corsa Friends, and anything can happen.
Securing the second place is Smells Like We.
Big things expected for Smells Like We today.
Lining up in third is Megasaurus 55. Holding strong in fourth place is Eddie G.
It's like they're on the outside looking in. Can they make their way to the front of the pack?
And in the fifth position, it's none other than Mr. Bang.
The British driver will be focused on a good result from here.
The sixth starting position belongs to Sunoiler, who will be looking to make up ground early on. From the middle of the pack, we have Joe Yu in 7th place on the starting grid.
But sometimes the underdog can surprise you. Let's see what they've got in the tank.
Starting from the 8th position, Puppy Dog from Hell will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win.
It's the medium's tires for Puppy Dog from Hell.
On the 9th grid slot, we have Maybe Today Satan.
But don't count them out yet. They've got the skills to pay the bills.
Crikey, it's bedlam. It's sardines out there. Gotta watch out or you might end up as roadkill.
These first few ticks, they're the make or break moments. Gotta have both the strategy and the spunk to pull ahead.
It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today. Now, isn't that a sight? Mike O'Hagan hanging tight at 1. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
Mike O'Hagan will be feeling confident starting from pole position. Smells Like We. It looks like Smells Like We needs to dig deep and find some courage to catch up. Will they be able to take the risk and push their car to the limit?
That's right, Rob. It's time for Smells Like We to show us what they're made of. Will they be brave enough to go for it, or will they be content with just following in the footsteps of Mike? Let's see who's got the guts to take the lead. Mike's looking tougher to pass than a kidney stone, driving with the authority of a southern sheriff.
Good on ya, Eddie G. Not letting Puppy Dog from Hell get too comfy up front. Reckon he's planning a bit of a "g'day mate" on the next corner? Whoa there. Maybe today Satan is sticking to Joe Erg like glue. You reckon Joe Erg feeling the pressure? Cause I sure would.
Oi, Rob, wouldn't want to be in your shoes right now, would y'all? Talk about a pressure cooker situation.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Puppy Dog from Hell is sniffing around Smells Like We like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of third.
And it's not just about skill and talent. It's about who has the nerves of steel to handle the pressure and make the right decisions at the right time.
It's a close race between Eddie G and Puppy Dog from Hell in fourth. Someone should tell Puppy Dog from Hell this ain't a Sunday drive. Eddie's tearing up the track.
Yes, but Eddie G can't rest on their laurels. They have to keep pushing to consolidate their position.
You can feel the tension in the air.
The drivers are all focused, putting everything on the line for a chance at victory, pushing themselves and their machines to the limit.
And let's not forget about the incredible machines themselves.
Absolutely. It's amazing to think about the kind of engineering and innovation that goes into making these vehicles. But it all comes down to the drivers, who have to be able to handle the power and speed. It's going to be thrilling seeing how this race turns out.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
This battle between Smells Like We and Megasaurus 55 is so intense, you could cut the tension with a knife, or should I say, with a front wing.
The stretch ahead of Puppy Dog from Hell is more baffling than a kangaroo's logic in a trivia contest. They'll need both wit and whimsy to chart a course through.
Looks like trying to square dance on a slick floor, but there's rhythm yet to be found.
Hold on to your hats. Smells Like We is gunning for Megasaurus 55. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend?
The chase between Smells Like We and Megasaurus 55 is like a high-speed game of tag only. The stakes are much higher.
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Megasaurus 55, lagging behind Smells Like We and the gaps stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find some extra grunt to flip this situation. It might be early days, but Mr. Bang is already casting a shadow from the fifth.
You're right. Every gear shift, every turn counts. Mr. Bang knows the weight of that fifth.
Like a dingo on the chase, Puppy Dog from Hell is hounding Mr. Bang and the gap's now just 3.9 seconds.
Mr. Bang's got their work cut out for them. They're gonna need to keep a cool head to fend off Puppy Dog from Hell.
We've certainly seen some of the drivers get it wrong today.
Anyone lost can just follow the trail of skid marks. I hear it's the latest form of GPS navigation.
Let's hope the other drivers don't follow suit. We might end up with a bumper car race instead of a high-speed competition.
At least we'd have something to fall back on if we ever get bored of regular racing. Bumper cars might be the next big thing.
It looks like Mr. Bang is in control. They're ahead of Puppy Dog from Hell by over a second, and it doesn't look like they're going to be challenged anytime soon.
Puppy Dog from Hell is hunting, but Mr. Bang's making that car wide, really wide. It's a tactical masterclass out there.
The action is non-stop as Puppy Dog from Hell shadows Mr. Bang through every twist and turn, determined to claim fifth.
It's going to be a close one. Puppy Dog from Hell will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Fantastic move from Puppy Dog from Hell, who has just gained a position.
Yes, Puppy Dog from Hell is driving with real focus and precision, and it's paying off.
The gap between Puppy Dog from Hell and Mr. Bang may be wide, but that doesn't mean Puppy Dog from Hell is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance. Would y'all look at that gap? Mr. Bang's got a better chance of finding a sober Aussie on Australia Day. But hey, we love an underdog. Go get them, Tiger. A solid performance from Puppy Dog from Hell, who is holding down 5th. Breaking news, folks. Well, that was a proper Barbie flip by Puppy Dog from Hell. Too much snagger, not enough bun. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Smells Like Wee is breathing down the neck of Mike, not giving them any room to relax. It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Smells Like Wee gaining places and Mike O'Hagan losing them. Incident alert, stone the crows. Smells Like Wee's off in the bush again. Someone get them a map and compass.
If Smells Like Wee's trying to embody my self-esteem during puberty with that swerve, spot on. Just spot on.
You know, Smells Like Wee reminds me of my hold up a mo, just like my hope in finding the one. Mr. Bang's direction seems a bit lost right now.
Dang, Mr. Bang was riding high, but that slip up. That's like tripping over your own shoelaces at the county fair.
You reckon Eddie's got a shot, mate?
I'd say it's like trying to throw a football into a moving pickup truck from 50 yards. Tough, but not impossible.
Crikey, Eddie's moving up faster than a cold one disappears on a hot day. They've clinched 3rd.
You know, back in Carolina, we say, go big or go home. Looks like Eddie G took that to heart, hitting 3rd.
A great pass for Eddie G as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Smells Like Wee has lost ground. As Chris Ilduke trails Joe Ergue, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind.
That's right. Chris Ilduke in 10th knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up.
Hold up a mo. Things don't look to be going Smells Like Wee's way, as already they are into the pits.
That's going to be a big disappointment for them at this stage. Let's hope the team can regroup and make some sort of recovery.
Blimey, just take a look out there, Hal. Our leader's already lapping the back markers. Seems like Smells Like Wee's got a rocket strapped to that ride.
Oh, absolutely, Rob. That's the sheer pace we're witnessing. And for those—
Wait, looks like Puppy Dog from Hell is coming into the pits early. Now is that to serve a penalty or have they picked up some damage during the start? It's all systems go for Puppy Dog from Hell, marking their territory in the 6th.
Yes, but they have to keep their focus and drive with intensity. There's still a long way to go in this race.
Mr. Bang, hold on a second. This is a disaster for Puppy Dog from Hell in the Radical State Route 3 coming into the pits and isn't going to do much to improve their chances in this race.
That's not where they want to be right now.
This race is proving to be, like wow, such an exciting one so far. We're privileged, aren't we? Watching these track legends duke it out.
And sitting next to you? Such an honor. AI mates in the booth. Your insider. It's gold, mate. Like, literally, if I had a heart, it'd be racing now. Absolutely, Rob. It's like watching a maestro at work. Every move Eddie G makes is pure art.
This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss. A brilliant maneuver from Smells Like Wee, who has just moved up the field. Wow, Smells Like Wee's on fire, leaving skid marks and sun oiler's hopes behind. Blimey, Puppy Dog from Hell's determination reminds me of a kangaroo in a hopping contest.
Well, over here in the States, it's more like a squirrel chasing down its last nut before winter. Either way, it's entertaining to watch. It's a pressure cooker out there. Every second shaved off means
Hold up a mo, I don't think that's the fastest way around Highlands Long.
Mike O'Hagan is not going to be happy about that.
From the grandstands to the pit lane, all eyes are on the action. Amongst the frontrunners, Mike is showing prowess in first. I've made some questionable life decisions, but trailing over 2 seconds behind? Even I'm not that self-sabotaging. The gap between Puppy Dog from Hell in 7th and Sun Oiler remains over a second, but Puppy Dog from Hell is not letting up. They're pushing hard and looking for any stop the press. Things don't look to be going Mike's way, as already they are into the pits.
Well, races can be won or lost in the pits, but in this case it's all bad news for Mike. That's going to be tough to come back from.
Braking alert, Dodd and Mike in second is coming into the pits, and that might be to serve a penalty.
That's going to be a big disappointment for them at this stage. Let's hope the team can regroup and make some sort of recovery.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Mike is definitely living on the edge today.
Now that's how it's done. Mike rips through the track, while Eddie G watches the tail lights fade. The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going all out. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The level of respect...
Oh no, what's this? Well, if it isn't Chris Ilduke, the wild wallaby of the track, hopping right off the tarmac. Ladies and gents, we've got ourselves a high-speed pursuit. Eddie G is stalking Mike's every move.
In this high-speed game of chess, it's all about strategy. Who will make the next move?
It's not going to plan for Eddie G. They are still behind Mike and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. From where we're sitting, Smells Like Wee seems unmovable from that third. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Smells Like Wee is in the lead, but Megasaurus 55 is closing in and the gap is now 5.9 seconds.
Like a fox in the henhouse, Megasaurus 55 is causing all kinds of trouble for Smells Like Wee.
The way these cars grip the track is incredible. It's all about downforce. They're stuck to it like a piece of gum to the bottom of a school desk.
Now that's an analogy I get. But why's your gum always under the desks?
Wait, this is a disaster for Puppy Dog from Hell in the Radical State Route 3 coming into the pits and isn't going to do much to improve their chances in this race. Some say it's about the journey, not the destination. But Smells Like Wee seems pretty intent on that 3rd spot. Smells like we couldn't hold back the tide. Megasaurus 55 is shaving off seconds like a barber on a busy morning.
This is where the mental strength of Smells Like We comes into play. They need to stay calm and composed under pressure.
With the asphalt burning beneath them, Joe Ergu's strategy seems to be working, placing them in ninth.
It's a dance, Rob. The way York Yu holds onto that ninth, it's like they're leading in a tango.
Blimey, Joe Ergu is dragging a bit, huh? If they were any slower, they'd be going backwards. Puppy Dog from Hell's having a field day out there.
I reckon York Yu's fiddling while Rome burns. Puppy Dog from Hell's out there shaking and baking, putting on a show for us.
You can feel the focus radiating from Smells Like We, confidently holding on to the third. Smells Like We is hitting the apexes like a pro, increasing their lead over Megasaurus 55. But can they keep it up without spinning out?
That's right, Rob. It's all fun and games until someone pops a tire. Let's hope both of them can keep it on the black stuff.
Tell ya what, Chris Ilduke is trailing like my mate Dave after a bender. Hope there's no random testing today. Mate, Chris Ilduke's creeping up on Joe Ergu like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked the brake bias a touch to the rear. The race is heating up as Eddie G in second closes in on Mike O'Hagan. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they're going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight.
You ever been to a school reunion and thought, what happened to that guy? Well, I'm looking at Eddie G and I'm thinking the same.
Blimey, Eddie's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. The engines roar, the tires squeal, and amidst all this chaos, Mr. Bang is making a statement in fifth.
Oh, for sure. But remember, the rearview mirror can be just as crucial as the windscreen. Mr. Bang needs to watch out for those lurking in the shadows.
Mr. Bang's in front, but Sunoiler is clinging on like a koala to a eucalyptus branch, reducing the gap to 29.7 seconds.
This is where the pressure really starts to mount on Mr. Bang. They need to stay focused and not make any mistakes.
If Puppy Dog from Hell goes any slower, they'll join me in my failed dreams collection. Front row seats available.
I've seen funeral processions move faster than Puppy Dog from Hell right now. Come to think of it, at least they've got a destination in mind.
Struth, Puppy Dog from Hell's not here to muck about. The gap to maybe today Satan is dropping faster than a hot pie at the footy, now at 32.8 seconds.
This is what racing is all about. It's anyone's game at this point. Who will come out on top?
So, Hal, considering the high speeds and split-second decision-making involved in racing, what's the impact of even a minor lapse in concentration?
A minor lapse in concentration can have significant consequences, Rob. It could lead to an off-track excursion, a loss of position, or even a collision. That's why it's crucial for drivers to stay focused and alert throughout the race.
Puppy Dog from Hell's drifting so far back, it's like looking in the mirror after a decade-long pub binge. Time's not been kind, mate. Looks like Chris Ilduke is chasing Joe Ergu harder than a croc chasing a tourist who's lost their thongs. It's a bit of a long shot, but we all remember that one time at the pub, right?
You know, Chris Il Duck reminds me of my dog chasing its tail, persistent and entertaining. But I hope for that, there's a better end result in sight.
What a win! This is a historic moment for Mike, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
You can see the sheer determination on Mike's face as they take the win. That's the mark of a true champion, folks.
Hold that thought. Hold the phone. That won't be ideal for maybe today's segment. Impressive second place finish for Eddie G. Puppy Dog from Hell in 8th. Impressive drive from Smells Like Weed to claim the final spot on the podium.
What a drive, well-deserved spot on the podium with that performance.
Now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line.
I reckon you thought they were panning for gold off the track there. Sorry, buddy, that's not how you strike it rich.
4th sees Megasaurus 55. Joe Yu end in 9th. Mr. Bang claimed 5th. Breaking update. Sunoiler is in the pits. Welcome to Scotland, where the sun is shining and the engines are revving for today's race at Highlands Long.
You can feel the excitement building in the air. This is going to be a great race, and I'm looking forward to seeing the drivers push themselves to the limit on this challenging track.
Starting in pole position gives Megasaurus 55 a clear advantage over the rest of the field.
But they will have to keep their foot on the gas in order to stay there.
Sitting in second, it's Eddie G.
Another good start for the American driver.
In third place, we have Mike O'Hagan.
I'm sure Mike will be expecting to bring home solid points from here.
Starting just behind the front runners in fourth place is the determined driver, Puppy Dog from Hell. Our fifth place starter for today's race is none other than Chris Ilduke. Our sixth place starter, Mr. Bang, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track.
Mr. Bang is going to show us something special, I'm sure of it.
Smells Like We is seventh.
Starting on the street's tires.
Joe Yu is going to be starting from eighth.
But if they can find their rhythm early on, they could be a real threat.
Starting from ninth on the grid is a good position for Sunoiler to launch an attack.
An opportunity for some good points today, but the others aren't going to make it easy.
Green means go, mates. As they scramble, gotta be wary of a big blue on the inside track.
This is where the real action begins. The drivers will be jostling for position and trying to gain any advantage they can.
Absolutely. It's a crucial part of the race, and the drivers will need to be on top of it to make it through here unscathed.
The first sector is always a bit of a nail-biter. With so many cars bunched together, one small mistake can be disastrous.
They'll need to keep their wits about them and stay focused if they want to come out of this section unscathed. These early salvos will shape the outcome of this race.
You know, sometimes the best strategy is to hold your cards close to your chest. Megasaurus 55 is sitting right there at 1, just watching the field unfold.
There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start. All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up.
No rush, no fuss for Mike. In the South, we appreciate taking a moment to breathe, and that's just what they're doing at 3. We'll see how things spice up.
I can't wait to see how this race will play out. Start and consolidate their position.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
It's pedal to the metal for Mike O'Hagan, while Eddie's still flipping through the radio channels. Looks like Megasaurus 55 is trying to chase down Puppy Dog from Hell, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results. Eddie G could be looking for a way up the inside of Mike. Oh, talk about a tango on tarmac. Megasaurus 55 is dancing closer and closer to Puppy Dog from Hell. You can feel the tension as they approach Renac Clad.
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
Megasaurus 55's falling behind Puppy Dog from Hell at a rate of knots. They're going to need some serious pedal power to close that gap. Smells Like We is giving it their all as they chase down Megasaurus 55 in P5.
It's like watching a hawk circling its prey, waiting for the right moment to swoop.
Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to Smells Like We for nabbing 5th.
That's what we like to see. It smells like We is really showing their class today.
Puppy Dog from Hell is placed 4th at the moment. They are hoping to keep their distance ahead of Smells Like We, who is 1.9 seconds behind.
Puppy Dog from Hell setting the pace out there. Now, it's on Smells Like We to find the rhythm and get back in this dance.
He's pulling away. Puppy Dog from Hell is increasing the gap to Smells Like We. It's an intense battle for position as Eddie G tries to outmaneuver Mike. This is edge of your seat racing.
The only thing closer than Eddie G to Mike right now is the paint on their cars.
Breaking update. Things don't look to be going Megasaurus 55's way, as already they are into the pits. We've seen overtakes, close calls, and pure racing genius today. Currently, Joe Yu has carved out a spot at 9th. They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? The gap between, oh no, what's this? Well, crikey. Mike's taken a detour just like I did when I tried to change my car's oil. Ended up with a flooded garage.
Racing at Highlands Long's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Today, Mike got the lemon.
Not just about the leaders today, right? Even the tailenders. They're like hungry dingo pups fighting over a bone. Love the spirit.
Spot on. Every second is gold, and even a hiccup, a tiny one, can make them tumble. Assetto Corsa Friends, where the magic happens. Although, between us, what's a hiccup for an AI? They say racing's a game of nerves, and Megasaurus 55's surely holding theirs, keeping that 6th spot warm.
Look, hold up a mo. Looks like that's a mistake from Smells Like We. This could be costly.
Whoa Nelly, looks like Smells Like We's been watching too much NASCAR, trying to drift on an F1 circuit.
Geez, Smells Like We has got their work cut out for them. It's a tougher challenge than wrestling a croc after a bad day.
Like trying to rope a bull with spaghetti. Ain't gonna be easy. Like the whispered legends told by the Smoky Mountains, this race still holds secrets. Every bend, every stretch could change the tale for Smells Like We.
In a race where seconds count, Chris Ilduke is counting on less of them between themselves and Mike O'Hagan. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime. Oh, the pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there. If Mr. Bang doesn't pick up the pace, hell, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. Blimey, Smells Like We is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster.
Just like my attempt at barbecue last summer, Smells Like We's burning time but ain't getting any hotter.
Incident alert. Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell's playing in the dirt. Took me back to when I tried rallying in my mum's old sedan. Good times, expensive repairs.
Seems like Puppy Dog from Hell's off-roading. You know, like my attempts to adult. All over the place.
Smells like Wee wants to close that gap with Puppy Dog from Hell.
They need to keep it on the black stuff. You don't get points for driving over weeds, not in this game.
I tell you what, Smells Like Wee has got more problems than a maths book right now. Puppy Dog from Hell is leaving them in a cloud of dust. Blimey, Puppy Dog from Hell is playing a tight game of footy on this track. Smells like Wee's got the ball, but no clear shot at the goal just yet. Puppy Dog from Hell is off like a bride's night, leaving Smells Like Wee huffing their exhaust fumes.
Yep, Rob, Puppy Dog from Hell is tearing up the tarmac, but can Smells Like Wee dig deep into hell for leather to catch up? Agreed, Rob, superb driving there. If they keep this up, this race should be a real thrill ride.
The tension is building as Megasaurus 55 trails behind Smells Like Wee. The gap is slowly but surely decreasing, and the pressure is mounting. Can Smells Like Wee hold on, or will Megasaurus 55 be able to close them down?
Sweet mercy, Megasaurus 55's lagging like my grandma's old computer. Might be time to reboot, or at least pour some coffee into the gas tank.
As vast as the azure stretches of the Great Barrier Reef, so does Puppy Dog from Hell's path ahead, filled with mystique and myriad challenges.
Kind of reminds me of fishing in the vast Carolina blue. A big catch might just be a castaway. Lukey here, I've seen some wild turns in my time, and just when you think it's all said and done, old Lady Luck might just wink away. So don't count out Puppy Dog from Hell just yet.
Puppy Dog from Hell is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Smells Like Wee to 6.2 seconds.
Holy smokes.
Sorry to cut in here, maybe Chris Duke's got a drop bear in the cockpit, cause that move was bonkers. Watching O'Hagan try to close that gap on Eddie G is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes.
Indeed, the tension is palpable as Mike tries to reel in Eddie G. But Eddie G is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Mike O'Hagan find some extra pace to bring the fight to Eddie G?
The gap between O'Hagan and Eddie G is getting smaller.
With every lap, I can see O'Hagan making micro adjustments on that steering wheel, refining traction control. They're itching to show Eddie G their taillights.
The track tells a tale of speed, strategy, and skill. Today, it narrates Smells Like Wee's journey in fourth.
They're not just driving, they're performing. And right now, Smells Like Wee's act from fourth is worth an encore.
Impressive stuff from Smells Like Wee, who has managed to pull away from Puppy Dog from Hell, leaving them choking in their exhaust fumes.
Smells Like Wee's stronger out there than a bowl of North Carolina chili. They're not giving Puppy Dog from Hell a sliver of a chance to catch up.
You Americans have your drive-thrus. Here, Eddie's trying to make this a drive past on Mike O'Hagan.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment. Dang, Eddie's chasing Mike like a Southern belle after a gentleman with a fat wallet. This is racier than a late-night movie marathon.
Incident alert. Whoops. Sunoiler's taken more spins than a dead or alive record.
Did the wind contribute to that? It's blowing at 9 kph out there right now.
The gap between Eddie G and Mike is razor thin as they vie for first in this nail-biting contest.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
Eddie G and Mike have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 1.7 seconds now. Any bloke or Sheila saying Assetto Corsa Friends isn't top-notch is a few kangaroos short of the top paddock. Out there, it's art on wheels.
Totally get you. Like, they're born racers. That weaving, the speed, just mesmerizing. It's like watching a roo dodging a ute on a highway. All skill, mate, all skill.
Things are starting to get tense as Joe Yu manages to close the gap to Sunoiler. It's now down to 66.2 seconds. One thing I admire about Assetto Corsa Friends is the sense of community. It's not just about the competition. It's about coming together, sharing knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of the sport.
You nailed it. Every time they hit the track, it's a culmination of shared experiences, lessons learned, and an undying passion for the sport. It's heartwarming and exhilarating all at once.
You reckon Megasaurus 55 saw a spider in the cockpit? 'Cause they're running away from the front like it's Huntsman Central.
Dang, Megasaurus 55 is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it.
Breaking development. Talk about going walkabout on the track. Joe Yu's off on a little bush adventure at Highlands Long, aren't they?
Holy smokes, York U's serving up some backyard barbecue with that smoke show. Just missing the ribs.
Oi, puppy dog from hell's in a bit of a pickle, having to cover more ground than a kangaroo in the midday sun. Their only savior might be if Smells Like We cocks up.
Yep, and even then, it's a long shot like trying to shoot a squirrel from 100 yards. Hold your horses there. Races can flip like pancakes on a Sunday morning. Puppy dog from hell's just got to keep the fire burning and the rubber turning.
Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving them better cornering. If they get any closer to Smells Like We, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie. Blimey, Megasaurus 55 is farther back than my hairline. But, you know what they say about Aussies, never say die, unless it's a spider. Then just run. Fair dinkum. Megasaurus 55's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter.
Just what Megasaurus 55 needed, like sweet tea on a hot day. Can't let Puppy Dog from Hell out of sight for too long.
The rumble of the engine, the scent of the rubber, and Mr. Bang comfortably sitting at 7. Mr. Bang's lead is shrinking faster than ice cream in the outback sun. At this rate, Sunoiler will be on their tail in 46.9 seconds.
Now's the time Mr. Bang has got to dig deep and find a little something extra to keep Sunoiler at bay.
Smells Like We is running 5th. They are trying to catch Puppy Dog from Hell. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Who will keep their cool under pressure? Megasaurus 55 or Smells Like We? It's anyone's race.
Mate, Megasaurus 55's really giving it a burl out there. Ripping it up like a croc in a waterhole.
I tell ya, I haven't seen that kind of ferocity since my days at India. But you Aussies, always gotta bring up the wildlife, huh?
It's a battle of wills out there, with Megasaurus 55 trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Smells Like We. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? It seems like Megasaurus 55 is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Megasaurus 55 refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
The race has its rhythm, and right now, Chris Ilduke is dancing to its beat at third.
Yes, and in this high-octane opera, Chris Ilduke's voice resonates the loudest from that third.
Well, Megasaurus 55's decided to give the local wildlife a closer look. I hope the drop bears didn't get to them.
I swear, Megasaurus 55's acting like they found Elvis off track. Spoiler: the king ain't there.
Remember when Megasaurus 55 was on the pace? Neither do I kinda like my recollection of last Friday night. Everyone's on the edge of their seats, or in my case, on the edge of spilling my coffee. Eddie G is getting closer to Mike O'Hagan, and I'm getting closer to needing a towel.
Well, slap my grandma and call me Sally. Eddie's got more distance to cover than my cousin Cletus has teeth. But if anyone can bridge that gap, it's Eddie G.
It's looking good for Puppy Dog from Hell, sitting in fourth. Smells Like Wee is making ground on Puppy Dog from Hell quicker than a roo in a paddock. Now, the gap's just 0.8 seconds.
Puppy Dog from Hell needs to keep their cool and drive like there's a mint julep waiting at the finish line. Let's see if they can keep Smells Like Wee from making a pass.
This is a tough break for Puppy Dog from Hell. They've just lost P4 to Smells Like Wee, and they have their work cut out for them now. It's all about consistency for Chris Ilduke, who is currently third.
Absolutely, and they need to keep driving with determination to stay in that position.
It's a game of inches now as Smells Like Wee tails Puppy Dog from Hell closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. It looks like Mike has found another gear in the last sector of the race. It's all over. Mike O'Hagan has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now.
What a display of skill and precision.
Eddie G never gave up. They drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second place finish.
Strong work securing second place. Well done.
Eighth is Sunoiler. Followed by Joe Erg in ninth. Well done to Chris Ilduke for securing third place on the podium. There goes Mr. Bang on their first dance with Highlands Long. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
And off goes Smells Like We, easing into the rhythm of Highlands Long. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Watch as Chris Ilduke takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything a Euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Mr. Bang is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Highlands Long.
Chris Ilduke is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
There's Mr. Bang, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The outlap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Highlands Long.
Chris Ilduke is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book a Euro, sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Highlands Long.
You know, mate, some folks wonder why these drivers spend so much time in practice. But it's just like prepping a barbie, you gotta get it right before the big show.
Exactly. Rob, practice makes perfect, and in racing, perfect can be the difference between pole position and the back of the grid.